The footage you are seeing here is of a player that goes by the name PatchDay42. He claims to have found this Minecraft world in an old USB drive he bought at a garage sale. He finally decides to enter the house and we find an interesting layout of crafting tables, furnaces and double chests. In one of the double chests, PatchDay found resources and decided to craft himself some tools. And you know, that's cool and all, but what I'm interested in is that peculiar chest over there. And almost as if he read my mind, he walked over to the staircase, mined the planks, opened the chest, and we find this. Now this may seem like just a random assortment of items, but once you take a look deeper, you'd actually realize that it's a code. If you take one of the items and move over the letters of the item's name, by the count of the item, we get a letter. And once you do that for every other item, we get a message that reads,
"Who are you?"
Who are you? An interesting message. It's almost as if there's something trying to speak to PatchDay. Could it be there's something or someone inside this world? Honestly, I don't know. I guess to find out more, we have to keep watching. PatchDay proceeds to the first floor. He takes a look around, mentions the nice view, and says he's gonna post an update video, and that was it. That was the first video. Before moving on to the next video, in the description of this video there was a coded message, and after putting it through a Caesar cipher, we get this.
"Today I started my house. It looks kinda bad right now, but I'm gonna make it cool. I put a secret chest in the basement. Don't forget where it is."
Okay, so PatchDay says that he found this coded message in the USB drive as well, and it seems to be some sort of reminder for whoever created this world. For the time being, let's just keep going. The next video begins with PatchDay telling us that he found something interesting. Apparently there was a mine at the side of the house. After going into the mine, he mentioned that the first thing he noticed was that all the ores were left untouched. And sure enough, he was right. Not even the diamonds were touched. And there was even farmland there for some reason. Anyway, after going a bit deeper into the cave, we see something that looks like a roof. Or some sort of staircase. What do you mean? Are you saying it just appeared magically? What? Did something place it there? What? Okay. Let's keep watching. Guys, did you hear that? That was the sound of somebody drowning in Minecraft. Is that like symbolism? Could it be that the person who owned this world died from drowning? Okay, I think it's too soon to get into conclusions. There's a sign next to the bed that seems to be in base 64. I put it through a base 64 decoder and this is what it reads.
"You're late."
Another cryptic message. Who's late? Is it PatchDay? Is something trying to talk to PatchDay? Yeah, I don't know. I guess the best thing to do is just keep going and see what happens. As he walks down the long hallway, he finds another cryptic message.
"Why can't I remember what the house looks like?"
At this moment, I don't know how to interpret that, so I guess let's just keep going. Wow, another Caesar cipher. This guy loves his Caesar ciphers, doesn't he? But in all seriousness, this is what the message says.
I found the coolest cave ever. It goes forever and ever. I'm gonna put torches in it tomorrow so the monsters don't get in. I don't wanna go alone though.
Okay, so this is obviously written by a kid. And the question I have is that, is the kid's soul inside this world? Is it trying to contact Patch Day? Okay, let's keep going.
Dad said we can go to the lake again soon. I want to finish my castle first so I can show him. It's not fancy yet, but it will be. I'm trying to make windows but I keep messing up.
Oh my god. Lake. Could that be the lake where whoever this kid is drowned? Because remember that there was a sound that played of a Minecraft player dying, drowning in what? Oh my god. Wow. It's all coming together. Okay, wow. Patch Day left basement and wrote a message telling us that he's going to meet us in the next week. And that was it. That was the second video. Okay, this next video starts with Patch Day telling us that he found a castle behind the house. He left the house and started walking towards the castle. But then did you guys catch that? After the drowning sound played again just like last time, Patch Day walks over to the pole, opens his chat and types something. He typed Ryan. Could Ryan be the name of the child who died? But Patch Day told us that he got the USB drive from a garage sale. How does he know this person's name from a random USB drive that he bought? Let's keep going and see if we can find out more about Ryan. So the first sign he sees here is in hexadecimal, and it says almost. And the very next sign he sees says, I thought you'd come. And then he proceeds to open the furnaces, then finds soul sand. Okay, remove sand from soul sand. What do you get? You get soul. So we have a soul speaking to Patch Day. So this soul told him almost, and also told him, I thought you'd come. It expected him to come? Is something speaking to him at this moment right now? I don't even know. Let's keep watching. Okay, that was another one of Ryan's diary, but to Patch Day was just gibberish. Anyway, there was an oddly conspicuous wall there, and to his credit, Patch Day was able to notice and mine it with a pickaxe. And what comes next is one of the most strangest things we've seen so far.
I try to fix the castle but it keeps looking different. I don't remember placing some of these blocks. Everything feels mixed up. Some nights I dream the world without me and it keeps building on its own. Maybe I'm just tired.
This new diary entry from Ryan isn't like the others. It doesn't sound as happy. It's as though his memory is mixed up. He doesn't remember placing blocks. He says some nights he dreams of a world where he isn't alive and it keeps building on its own. But this has me confused. Is he talking about how the real world kept going on without him? Or is he talking about his Minecraft world building on its own? I honestly don't know. I guess the best thing we can do is just keep going. Okay, after that we can say for certain that somebody definitely drowned, and it's probably Ryan. And there was also a sign that translates to save me over and over and over again. And I think it's likely that it's Ryan calling out for help. A cry for help that nobody answered. In this next video, Patch Day seems to have spawned without any items in his inventory, probably from drowning earlier in the pond. But anyway, he welcomed us with a big surprise this episode. Yeah, so like everything is gone, nothing is left, only the house. And for some reason this happened right after he drowned his character. I guess maybe that means something. Okay, he enters the house and the first thing he says is that it's like someone cut it in half and threw the rest away. And then walks over to his sign, and I kid you not, I tried everything to try and read what that sign says. I even tried using a Sobel operator to make out what it says, and even that didn't work. Whatever that sign holds would forever be a mystery to all of us. He opened one of the chests and there was an array of items exactly the length of a YouTube link, but we'll come back to that later. There was another sign that read, "Run, please." Is Ryan telling Patch Day to run? And to run from what exactly? Okay, he went upstairs, took a look around, and when he went back down to the sign again, we hear, it's the drowning bubble sound again. Over and over and over again, it keeps coming back. Patchy decided to check if the basement was there again. He mined the block and tried to get in there, and he successfully did. And we find another message. The message reads, "Help, I'm not sure why. Why do you come back?" Patch Day then comments that the staircase looks like the one in the castle. Then he proceeds down it. And that was the end of the video. Okay, so this book for some reason wasn't encrypted. So that means that this was the first message that Patch Day understood. Anyway, let's go back to the YouTube link. Here, if you treat every sign as a number and use the first letter of every other item, for where if the number of that item is 2, we use a capital letter, we get a YouTube link. Already we find that the video has a strange title, and when I translated it using base 64, I got brother. It's been a year since you've been gone. Mom drowns herself in wine. Dad drowns himself in work. I used to tell him it could have happened to anyone. When I found out he wasn't watching you, Mom and I left. I wish you could have shown me everything in this world before you went. I wish when you asked me to swim with you, I came with. I wish I was a better brother for you.